What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Iron Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson made a comment today about Jon Jones. He says, Jon Jones got to fight me if he wants some super money. Interesting. Boxing legend Mike Tyson has given his opinion on the pay disputes between the top fighters and the UFC. Several top fighters, such as Jorge Masvidal and Jon Jones, have public spats with the promotion regarding their contractual agreement. Okay. Similarly, Conor McGregor announced his retirement for the third time in 4 years. That is right. Being offered proper fights by the promotion, Tyson pointed out that although UFC is doing better than boxing, they'll never be able to pay like boxing. Okay. Mike Tyson says, listen to this. UFC is more popular than boxing, right? Higher ratings, right? But UFC fighters will never be richer than a first-class boxer, okay? To make $100 million, Conor McGregor had to fight Floyd Mayweather. Jon Jones got to fight me if he wants to make some super money, said Mike Tyson. Now, he's absolutely true. A lot of UFC fighters have been complaining about the amount of money that they made, and they're not getting enough. Jon Jones himself, has compared himself to his brothers, and what his brothers are getting, he's not getting. And he's the best, one of the top fighters at UFC, so why isn't he getting at least what his brother's getting in a different sport? Okay. Mike Tyson was also right. Conor McGregor, to get some real money that why do you think Conor McGregor wants to retire? Why do you think he retires that many times? I'm fucking done. Why do you think that? Because Conor McGregor knows he can afford to retire and never work a day in his life. Thanks to boxing. Thanks to the crossover to a different sport. Boxing. Okay? UFC people might talk shit about UFC and it's good. I like UFC. I cover some UFC fights. I mean, this is a boxing channel, but I do cover it. But UFC with Dana White, he's like Fidel Castro, right? He's like a Fidel. He gives you what he feels you're worth, and on that platform, that's what it is. Blood, sweat, and tears. They have different styles, different fights. I like the spirit of the UFC. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm not dissing the UFC, because I think if boxers were more like UFC fighters, where they weren't really too worried about their records, they're just worried about winning each and every fight or looking forward to the next fight after the loss, I think it would be a lot better, because it brings people back, because they're not worried, hey, if you lose, you're out. Boxing is like that. Like, oh, you lost, kid. You got one loss, you're done. You're almost the HBO. You're almost the Showtime. But you blew it. Sorry. UFC's not like that. But since you do have so many repetitive fights, I think Dana White looks at that and be like, you know what, this guy's gonna rematch this guy later on in the fall anyway. And it depends on that, they might fight again. They might fight a fourth time 2 years from now. But Mike Tyson's absolutely right. The only thing is, I agree with what he said. I just don't agree it should be him. Mike Tyson's 53 years old. I am aware that he was offered $20 million for the bare knuckle championships, right? Bare knuckle fighting championships. So he's still a hot commodity. I mean, he did a viral video. He went crazy. Not saying that Jon Jones versus Mike Tyson wouldn't sell. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's equally yoked. I don't think it's matched. I wouldn't want Mike Tyson fighting he could fight him, but I wouldn't want him fighting a 53-year-old Mike. Jon Jones he's young, dude. Hold on a second. How old is Jon Jones?
32 years old.
Yeah, he's 32. Mike has him by 21 years, people. Damn near 22. In fact, depends on when he was born. Anyway. Mike has the right idea, but I think if he was going to do that, I think he would fight someone his own age, a champ, Joshua, Fury. You know, I think he can make decent money with those type of fights. You know, but I do think if, like I told you guys, if Jon Jones, if he wants to make any money like he was demanding or supposedly demanding, he has to leave that platform of UFC. He has to do exactly what Conor McGregor did. So Mike Tyson's on to something. He knows where the ratings are. He knows the demand for UFC. But the irony of it is they're not getting paid what they're supposed to. They're not getting paid what they feel they're worth. Okay? So that's apparent, you know, and that hasn't been an ongoing problem with the UFC, you know, with Dana White in them. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Mike Tyson saying that he has to fight me if he wants the super bucks to Jon Jones. Let me know what you think. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.